For 7 years, Fred Dreyer battled criminals as Detective Sergeant Rick Hunter. But now he's working behind the camera. He recently directed the upcoming independent feature Highway 395 and cast himself in the lead role.
Dreyer patrolled the streets with Stepfanie Kramer, who won fans as his tough and beautiful partner, Sergeant Dee McCall. But behind her success, Stepfanie hid a secret. Her worldwide fame had made her a target for obsessed fans.
There were a couple of times when I had to have armed guards living in my house with me. Who knows why people, get the way they do in their minds.
Her character was tough enough to earn the nickname the Brass Cupcake. And off-screen, Stepfanie Kramer was just as resilient, refusing to go into hiding when fans crossed the line.
Intellectually, emotionally unstable people who, just became way beyond fixated on what they thought about me or who they thought I was in their lives, and that they had some sort of real personal relationship with me. And, that's scary, but it doesn't mean that you just, hole in and go live in a cave somewhere. I still do what I do.
While the actress is reluctant to discuss specific details, she says she dealt with obsessed fans on more than one occasion and admits the threat of danger was serious enough to warrant the protection of bodyguards 24 hours a day.
If I had to go to have lunch someplace, they'd sit at the other table and follow me around, that sort of thing. I really don't like that. It's very stressful, and I didn't enjoy that at all.
Kramer seems comfortable talking about that struggle now that time has passed. But at the height of her success, she never spoke publicly about the incidents, sharing details only with her family and friends.
There's a lot of my life that's never become public because why would it? It's my life, It was fine with me. No reason to publicize something like that.
Well, I thought that we decided that if something personal came up in a case, we'd shift it over to somebody else.
Despite those dark memories, Stepfanie says she has no regrets about Hunter, which debuted in September of 1984. She is still recognized around the world for her role, even though her last episode aired more than a decade ago.
The show is just huge in the Far East, and I was informed that I was one of the biggest female stars in China as a result of Hunter.
But like any series, Hunter was not without its battles. Early on, Stephanie's character was raped in a 2-part episode that she says dealt with the subject responsibly. But she later fought producers when they tried to boost ratings by repeating the storyline.
They were saying, rape the character again. And I just said, we've been there, done that. And I really cannot feel supportive about being part and parcel to just perpetuating this image of violently violating women on television for ratings.
Stepfanie won that battle and stayed with the series until 1990, when she finally decided it was time to turn in her badge.
I didn't leave out of, some argument or something. It was just time to go. It was time to move on. It was time to let it go and go to the next level of my life.
E.T. was on the set as she filmed her final appearance, walking down the aisle for a primetime wedding.
What was really, really neat, too, is that everybody came down for the wedding. Like it was really my wedding, everyone came from the network and everyone from the company and the secretaries, and everybody was crying.
That fictional ceremony was quickly followed by the real thing. The actress wed financial planner Mark Richards in 1992. The couple moved to Colorado and had a daughter, Lily, who is now 6 years old.
But unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be. So I'm rebuilding my life for my child and I back in Los Angeles, and I'm really looking forward to going back to work, too.
Another country, another time.
Now, Stepfanie is focusing more attention on her love of music. She recently released her first solo album of original material entitled One Dream.
Got a baby by her side.
I would say that music is a more freeing form of expression for me than acting.
But she hasn't abandoned acting and appears in the independent feature The Dog Walker. She says her new character is a far cry from her real-life role as a loving mom.
Drinking, smoking, cheating on her husband kind of gal, and it's totally not me. And I'm sure that's why I had such a good time.
Coming up.